Paul, was that the ideal performance and result for the first game of the season?
Yeah, I think so. I think the most important thing for the first game of the season is to win the game. We've managed to do that. I think maybe we could have scored more goals, but we'll take a 3-0 win at the start of the season.
It took half an hour to make the breakthrough. Was it a case of being patient?
Yeah, I think it was. I think Newcastle came, set the stall out, defended quite well, defended deep. I don't think we started too well first 20-25 minutes, but once we got the goal, I think we're a constant threat after that.
And the fact that they were, if you like, tirelessly running around you, you have to think a bit more with that.
Yeah, you do. A lot of teams come in and try and make it difficult. Newcastle were all different. We just had to be patient, try and keep the ball, keep them moving, try and tire them out as much as we can, and hopefully the gaps will come.
You look particularly pleased with the third goal. Was there a touch of Dad's army about it?
I'm not sure. It was just a great goal to watch, I suppose. I think we kept the ball well, and it was perfect for a volley for Ryan, and it was a fantastic goal to start off with. You
yourself look as fresh and fit as ever. Do you think it helped you, the fact that you're no longer playing international football? Yeah, I think so. You get your little breaks there and there, which is what you need, and I think that's what keeps you fresh and raring to go, I suppose, every week. And I'm afraid the inevitable question: how long can you carry on doing this? Have you said to yourself, "This is my last season," or what? No, I haven't set any limits or anything. Just keep going. Hopefully, keep playing well, keep getting in the team, and just see where it goes from there. You look as though you're enjoying your football more than ever, are you? Yeah, I mean, second half especially, really enjoyed that. We're creating chances. Look like we're going to score almost every time we go forward, and it's when you play with great players as well. It's always nice, and it's enjoyable to be involved with. Is it also a case with the first game of the season that the players are still, if you like, finding their feet and getting to know each other, particularly the new lads as well? Yeah, I think so, and not just that. I think we've had a lot of players away. That's Patrice Evra's first game, and he was fantastically fit lad, and he looked really strong. And I think we'll only come on for that. We've got a tough game away now next week at Fulham, and hopefully we can have a similar result. OK, Paul. Well, once again, you're the Barclays man of the match. Here's your champagne. Thank you. Cheers. Sir Alex, did you get everything you were looking for from tonight?
Well, I think the 3 points is always important, your first home match, and I think for most of the game we controlled it. The passing was good at times, and it was a steady performance. Was it yet another masterclass from Paul Scholes? Well, last week again, that he showed at his age you don't lose what he's got, and there's a marvellous passing range and vision in the game. And he still get the appetite to play. That's the most important thing. Anyone before he gets to that age, and they'll retain that, like him and he and Ryan Giggs. Then you get 2 players that are blessed with something special. Are they a dying breed? Do you think we'll see their likes again? Well, I hope not. I think the game needs that, and he always needs players that can lift the game to a different level, and lift to have spectators' hopes that the game is still good. And there's plenty of good players in our country. Sometimes we beat ourselves up about the standard at times, but there's a lot of good in the game, and tonight we saw Scholes again producing some of it. He looks fresher and fitter than ever. Well, he looks after himself. That's important. Another very important thing, Jeff, that last year was his first season without injury for a long time. So that's key to Paul. Stay fit, and then he can play on. In terms of Newcastle, did they make you work hard for your victory? Well, obviously that's what we expected. I think they got into the Premier Division last season by being determined, good work ethic, worked their socks off, kept a good unit, and I think we saw that again tonight. Difficult to break down at times. There was a period in the second half, for instance, we must have been round the edge of their box for about 10 minutes, looking for that opening and playing some good football too. But we're maybe a little bit wasteful with some of the chances. I think Dimitar Berbatov should have scored 3 or 4, but his performance was excellent. Striker-wise, you've got plenty of options. Nowadays, do you see strikers operating in pairs, or are you looking for your strikers to be able to work in any combination? How do you see it? Well, I've always preferred to start as a coach 36 years ago, that always one drops away. Always 2 through. It's got its benefits, but it's also got limitations. And the real, for us, are big games, for instance. So I always prefer one having a different angle from the other striker.
Chris, it's a tough place to come, but did you contribute to your own downfall a little tonight?
Yes, we did, certainly by 2 of the goals. I thought for that first 35 minutes we knew we were going to be under pressure. We knew they were going to have a lot of possession, but we did limit them to minimal chances. And if anything, Andy Carroll's chance was arguably the best chance in that early period. But you can't afford to give United the turnover of the ball because they can catch you so quickly, and that's what they did on the first goal. Their quality play on the second one, and of course, we contributed on their third goal as well. And I thought we came out half time. The aim there was to make sure we didn't concede again and take whatever opportunities we had, and we just didn't show enough.
Could you do anything about Paul's goals tonight?
It's always a tough one. They have so much quality in the team. You put somebody specifically on him to mark him, and they have quality around that can hurt you in all areas. It's always a daunting task coming here, and all you can do is restrict the opportunities that they had, which I thought we did for periods of the game. And I think in the end, they're having so much of the ball, and with the quality that they've got, you just don't want to concede again. For us, the most important thing is that to come out of today with some credit, going into what is an important game for us next week.
Was that the biggest positive?
Yes, yeah. As I say, coming here is always going to be difficult. We've seen in the past teams coming here, coming to your Chelsea's that will concede 4, 5, 6 goals, and that's always a big worry. I thought we showed some good quality in patches, didn't retain possession well enough. I thought a big man up front covered a lot of ground and looked a real handful at times, but we didn't keep possession of the ball long enough to worry him as much as what we should have done.
Kevin, the good news, you haven't got to come here again.
Yeah, I think obviously it was always going to be a tough place to come. But I thought for the first half an hour or so, we done really well, and then obviously they hit you with two killer blows, and but that's the class of the team and the way they've gone this year, and I don't think we'll come up against as good a side as what we have done tonight. So we've got to take spirit from some of the things we've done, and we've got to take some positives, but we're still disappointed in there.
How different would things have been if Andy Carroll had scored? Yeah,
well, it sort of gives you something to hang on to then, and gets them a bit jittery, gets the crowd on their backs a bit more, but it wasn't to be, and Andy's had a fantastic game for us tonight, so we can't really take that away, and we know he'll come up with a few goals this season, so as I say, it's just about looking to the positives now, and hopefully there'll be a lot more come the end of the season.
I mean, it could have been an awful lot worse. You could have been humiliated or demoralised, yet you were neither of those two things.
No, of course. I mean, we never expected to be, I mean, I know a lot of teams, or a lot of people have wrote us off and said we were going to get humiliated, it's easy for me to say, or annihilated here tonight. But no, we knew that we stuck to the game plan. We were unlucky. We had a couple of half chances, and as you say, if Andy puts that ball in the back of the net, which he's very disappointed with, but it's one of those things. It's a different game altogether, and it could have been a good night for us, but good night for them. We've just got to take it on the chin. Look forward to Sunday now.
Is survival the only target, or can you do a bit better than that?
Yeah, obviously survival's the only target. We've come up this season. We couldn't survive 2 years ago, and that's got to be the only target. We've just got to make sure we stick together throughout this. We've got, you're seeing from our fans again. They've been fantastic throughout all last season. They've been fantastic again tonight. They sung all the way through the game, and that's the way they are. And together, I think we'll achieve our goal.